Okay, so day nine? Yeah, day 9. Welcome. We're nearly there. Can't believe how quickly it's going. So, as always, we'll come to standing at the top of our mats for Ashtanga. So, coming to the top of your mat, big toes are touching, 1 inch gap or a little gap between the heels, just to open up the lower body, the lower back. Taking the palms together at the center of the chest, pressing the thumbs into the chest in Anjali Mudra, closing down the eyes. Just going to turn my volume up actually, so just in case I'm quiet. Yeah, cool. So, just using this few moments before we begin the physical practice to just become aware of the body, become aware of the breath, and just scanning the body. So what does the MOT say today? We've plugged in our vehicle. We've plugged our vehicle onto our mat, which is acting as our little MOT computer. And it's now scanning us. What's it saying today? Where are any areas that may be feeling a bit tight? Maybe we've got some soreness from the challenge. Maybe we've got some stiffness just from living in lockdown and sitting a lot. So just scanning and just being aware of those areas. Starting with the feet, feeling grounded across all 4 corners of each foot. Noticing that little sway that we all have as we stand still, especially with our eyes closed, we're swaying. We're just tuning into our internal vibration. Lifting all 10 toes up off the mat, engaging the front of the legs, and then slowly placing them back down. Rotating the thighs in towards each other slightly, just to create some lift in the kneecaps. Thinking about our pelvis, making sure we've got a nice neutral stance. We're not tilting the pelvis back, we're not tilting it forward, we're just trying to create neutrality. Looking at the glute muscles, the butt, releasing it if we're holding on to it. Noticing the belly, get big on the inhale, the chest rise, and then notice the belly drop, belly button goes back towards the spine, and the chest drops as we exhale. Lowering the shoulder blades down, sending the shoulders away from the ears. Creating some lovely length in the spine now. Extending that neck. Seeing if the crown of the head can reach up any higher to the ceiling without lifting the chin. Creating a nice long back. Relaxing the face. And now tuning, if you've not already, tuning into that Ujjayi breath. We've talked about it a lot. We're taking long, deep inhales, creating that lovely sound, that Jedi, Darth Vader sound on the inhale. On the exhale, we're slowly exhaling that all out, creating that sound again. Remembering that whenever it feels difficult in the practice, the Ujjayi breath will be the guide. It will help us come back from the craziness of some of the asanas, some of the poses. Just come back to the body. And then with your last long exhale, slowly blink the eyes back open. Come back into the space. Come back into the awareness of the practice. Taking the hands down by the side, Samastiti. We'll begin. Have a great practice. So inhaling, lift the arms up to a diagonal, the fingertips touch. Exhale, we pull the palms in as we fold over Uttanasana. Bending the knees for this first few. Inhale, we lift to a flat back, halfway lift. Urdhva Uttanasana. Exhale, we take the palms down. We step that right foot back to the mat. Left foot back. Be strong in your plank here for a moment. And then exhale, we lower down, Chaturanga all the way. Untuck the toes, press the backs of the feet into the mat, and inhale to up dog. Exhaling, we come back down, tuck the toes under, and lift up strong to down dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. So the first down dog of the practice, we might feel a little bit of tightness in the calf, maybe in the hamstrings. So just either pop a bend in the knees or maybe you're pedaling out. That's cool. Then when you're ready, come to stillness on the exhale, deep bend of the knees. Inhale, we'll step up to the top of the mat. Continuing the inhale, lift the chest to a flat back. On the exhale, we fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, we come up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands come down. We all know the drill. We'll speed it up now. Inhale, raise the arms up to the diagonal. Exhale, we fold over. Bend those knees. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, maybe we jump back to plank now. Lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Nice and strong. Nice. So everybody think about spreading the shoulders. We really want to create some nice length across the shoulders. We don't want them bunched up to the ears. And now thinking about the sit bones. So think about where your sit bones are pointing, so your butt essentially. Now tilt the pelvis to see if you can point it up to the sky. Nice adjustment, Anne, lovely. Louise needs, maybe take your feet towards your hands, like 2 inches. Yes, yeah, nice. Lovely, everyone. Bend those knees, look forward. And then inhale, step or jump to the top. Continue the inhale as you lift to a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up to stand, fingertips at the diagonal. And exhale. We go again. Inhale, lift those arms up to the diagonal. Send the shoulder blades down. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Really press the mat away with the hands. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Lowering down, Chaturanga. We want hips and chest to meet the ground at the same time. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Nice. Looking strong. Really pressing the fingers, especially the first finger and the thumb, into the mat. Create some spreading of that weight across the hand. making sure not to tempt the hands. We want nice fingers into the mat. Everybody see if you can stick your butt up to the sky a little bit more, creating an arch in the lower back. Nice, nice adjustment. Exhale, look forward, step or jump to the top of the mat. Continue the exhale, lift to a flat back. Fold over, Uttanasana. And inhale, come to stand, fingertips touch. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands come down. Inhale, raise the arms up to a diagonal. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, push back strongly to down dog. So we want the heels slightly turning out here. We want to create that lovely arch in the lower back by sending the sit bones high to the sky. Create some space across the shoulders. Pressing the fingers into the mat, making sure the hands are at equilibrium to each other. So we don't want one hand sneaking ahead. Maybe nod the head here and shake the head. Loosening up the neck. Then exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward, step or jump whoop, to the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, we fold over. Inhale, come to standing, fingertips at the diagonal. And exhale, release. Nice, we'll move on to Sun Salutation V. So inhale, deep bend of those knees, fingertips brush the mat. We come into Utkatasana. So we're really sitting low, we're tucking the tailbone under, we're shining the chest up. Exhale, we fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to plank. Maybe you're taking the advanced variation this morning, so you're lowering to Chaturanga and hovering. On the inhale, you're coming into upward dog. On the exhale, you retuck the toes. You come back to the hovering Chaturanga, you push into plank, and you come into down dog. Wherever you are, meet me in down dog. Right foot replaces right thumb. Drop the back heel 45. Deep bend in the knee, rise up to warrior one. Your Jedi warrior. Exhale, hands come down, right foot to the back. Maybe you're taking the advanced variation, so Chaturanga to up dog. Maybe you're going back to Chaturanga. And then on the exhale, push back to down dog. Left foot replaces left thumb, back heel drops 45. Inhale, rise up. Deep bend of that front knee, suck the belly in. Exhale, take the hands down to the mat. Left foot to the back. Chaturanga. Which version are you doing? Inhaling to up dog. Lift the chest, send the shoulders down. Exhale, maybe you're coming back to Chaturanga, pushing back to down dog. Taking a breath here. We're slowly starting to up the ante. Nice. See if you can straighten those arms at the elbow anymore, Jodie. Maybe pop a tiny bend in the knees. Ever so tiny. Yeah, nice. Good job. Nice, Anne. Looking good. Okay, everybody. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Lift the chest up, continue in the inhale. Exhale to Uttanasana. Inhale, deep bend with those knees. We come back into Utkatasana. So the weight is in the heels here. See if you can lift all the toes up to check that. And exhale to stand. We'll go again. Inhale, deep bend of those knees. Tuck the tailbone under, shine the chest high. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Choose your chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, maybe chaturanga again. And down dog for everyone. Right foot replaces right thumb, drop the back heel, come up to warrior one. Exhale, hands come down, right foot to the back. You know where you're going now. Inhaling to up dog. Exhaling, where are you going? Maybe you chucked in a chaturanga. And then back to down dog. Left foot replaces left thumb, drop that back heel, 45. Really shine the chest up. Exhaling, take the hands down, left foot to the back, lowering down all the way. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, push back to down dog. Maybe making some little adjustments with the feet here if you need to. That's cool. Everybody take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale it all out. Then bend those knees. Inhale, look forward, step or hop to the top. Inhaling, lift up to a flat back. Exhaling, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, now deep bend of those knees, come back into chair. So tuck the tailbone under, lift the chest up. Fingertips touch at the diagonal. Everyone tuck the tailbone under more. And then exhale, come to stand. Nice. So inhale, deep bend of those knees. Fingers brush the mat as we come in to our Utkatasana chair. So fingertips are touching if we can. We're really tucking the tailbone under. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift to a flat back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Come to the knees if you need to. We want the chest and the hips to meet the ground at the same time. Inhale to up dog and exhale to down dog. The right foot comes forward, replaces the right thumb. We drop the back heel, 45. Everybody take a deeper bend in that right knee if you can. And exhale. Hands come down. Send that right foot to the back. Chaturanga, your option. Inhale to up dog. Exhale back to down dog. Left foot replaces the left thumb. Drop the back heel, 45. Rise up to warrior one. Deeper bend in the front knee, everybody. Exhale, take the hands down to the mat. Send that foot to the back, lower down, chaturanga. With control, pin those arms into the body. Inhale to up dog, pin the arms in even more. And exhale, push back to down dog. Nice, good job. From here, exhale, deep bend of the knees. Inhale, look forward, step or jump to the top. Continuing the inhale, lift to a flat back. On the exhale, we fold over. On the inhale, we deep bend of the knees. We come into Utkatasana. So Utkatasana, I'm not sticking my butt out. I've tucked the tailbone under. I'm sucking the belly in. I'm looking up to the fingertips that are touching. And exhale, Samastiti, come to stand. Okay, one more of those. Inhale, deep bend of the knees. Come back to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Arms are brushing the side of the body. Exhale to down dog. Right foot replaces the right thumb, drop the back heel. Come into your warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot to the back. Lower to Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog, press the back of the feet in the mat. And exhale to down dog. Left foot replaces left thumb, drop that back heel, 45. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot to the back. Chaturanga on the exhale. Up dog on the inhale. And exhale, come back to down dog. So in your down dog, just have a think about your sit bones again. Making sure you've got that tilt of the pelvis to send the sit bones to the sky. Spreading the weight across the fingers. Slightly turn the heels out, create some space in the lower back. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop to the top. Continue the inhale to on a flat back, lift up, look up. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Inhale, deep bend of the knees. Come into Utkatasana. We'll hold this for a moment. Make sure the knees have got a little gap between them. Make sure you're looking up to the fingertips. And exhale, come to stand. Lovely. Okay, from here, hands on hips, jump the feet to hip distance. Turn the heels out slightly. Inhale, lift the chest up. As you exhale, we fold over the legs. Taking big Yogi Toe Lock. So first two fingers wrapping around the thumb. First two fingers are wrapping around the big toe. The thumb is pressing into it. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward. On the exhale, bend the elbows. Send the bottom rib to meet the thighs. Bend the knees if you need to here. Padangusthasana. Let the head hang heavy. Try not to sit too far back in the heels. Try to have equal weight across the feet. Tune back into that Ujjayi breath if you've forgotten it. The pull of the toes, the hands on the toes, sends the elbows deeper, sends you closer towards the chest. Inhale, lift the gaze up, straighten the arms. On the exhale, slide the left palm under the left foot, toes are touching the wrist. Slide the right palm under the right foot, toes are touching the right wrist. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, pop a bend in the knees if you need to, and fold over. Padangusthasana. Are you shaking? Are those hamstrings screaming? We don't want them to scream, but we definitely should feel that stretch here. Keep breathing deeply. Tune into your Ujjayi breath. Bend your elbows as much as you can to pull yourself towards the legs. And then inhale. Flatten the back. Lift the arms up. And as you exhale, release the hands. Take the hands on the hips. Come up to standing. Nice. From here, take a big step out so you're facing the long side of the mat. Hands come into a T position. Turn that right heel in. So we've got the right foot parallel to the long side of the mat. Deep inhale. On the exhale, we're tilting over this right hip. We're only going as far as we can go until we can't tilt anymore without sticking our butt out. Then as you inhale, we look up to the top hand. So maybe you've got your block here to give you some support at the bottom, and that's nice. Maybe you've got your hand on your thigh or your calf. Maybe you've got your toes to the floor. If the hands are on the floor, not toes, those are obviously on the floor. If the hands are on the floor, you can take the advanced variation, which is to take the toe lock. Whatever you're doing, try and lean back here as you look up. Then as you exhale, slowly look down to the right foot. Inhale, come up. And then switch legs. So right heel comes in, left heel goes out, left foot parallel to the long side of the mat. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, tilt the pelvis. So we're not swinging the body, we're using the tilt of the pelvis to move the body. It's a subtle difference. Release the bottom hand wherever it wants to go. Maybe it's going to the floor. And then inhale, right arm goes up to the sky. Send the shoulder blade down the back. Don't have the right shoulder hiking up to the ear. Looking up to that right hand if you can. Leaning back, tucking the bum under. And then exhale, slowly look down. Inhale to come up and come back to the top of your mat. Okay, from here, hands into the small of the back. Left foot goes halfway down the mat. Left foot 45 degrees, front foot at parallel to the front of the mat. Make sure the feet are hips distance here. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under. As you exhale, we'll fold over that front leg. Then taking the left hand to the thigh, the calf, maybe the floor. As you inhale, raise the right arm out to the side. Look at the right hand. As you exhale, try and twist the torso so the top of the body is looking up to that right hand. We're sending the left hip forward and the right hip back. Revolved triangle or Parivrita Trikonasana. Exhale, look down to the front foot. Inhale, come back to standing. Switching legs, take the right foot halfway down the mat. Make sure the feet are as wide as your hips. Right foot is 45 degrees, front foot is parallel. Inhale, tuck the tailbone as you lift the chest up. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Then take the right arm to wherever it can go. Thigh, calf, floor. Inhale, take the left arm out directly from the shoulder. And then as you exhale, see if you can turn, looking at the top hand, looking up to the sky. Sending the left hip back, sending the right hip forward. Feel the hamstring work on the left leg. Exhale, slowly look down. Inhale, come back to stand. Hands on hips, we take a big step out, face the long side of the mat. Turn the right heel in. Inhale, raise the arms out to a T. As you exhale, bend deeply into that right knee. Hover the right fingertips through the middle of that right foot, or you can let the arm go onto the thigh. Inhaling, raise that left arm up. Some options here. You can either take that left arm to a diagonal. Maybe you want to take the bind, so you feed that right arm under and you grab hold of the left hand or the left wrist. Whatever you're doing, you're rolling that top shoulder open and looking up to the sky. Parivrita or side angle. If you've got the bind, see if you can straighten the arms. Exhaling, slowly look down. Inhale, come all the way back up. Shoo. We'll turn the right heel out, the left heel in. Switching sides. Deep inhale. As you exhale, bend that left knee. Shuffle the foot forward if you need to. And then hovering the left fingertips over the archway of the left foot. Lifting the right arm up to the sky. We're really trying to hug the ribs in as we lean back slightly. If you want to go further, you're taking the bind. You're wrapping the left hand underneath you, wrapping the right arm around the back. The wrapper is the grabber, so left hand is grabbing hold of something. Use your strap if you need to. If you're taking the strap option, I recommend taking the strap up with the right hand so that when you go behind, it's there for you to grab. So loads of options. And then wherever you are, look down on the exhale. Inhale to come up. And back to the top of the mat. Nice, hands on hips. Take the left foot behind you, come into a low lunge. So you know the drill. We need the right foot parallel to the mat. The left leg is coming directly out of the hip. And sink low. So Jodie, sink a bit lower in that. Lower the hips down. That's it. Now take that front foot forward a little bit. That's it. Nice. Inhale, raise the left arm up. On the exhale, we twist to face the right. And we're hooking the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Taking the palms together, pressing the palms in towards each other to create the hands going into the center. If you want more, you tuck the back toes under, you lift the back knee off. We're looking up to the ceiling. If you want more still, you're opening up your wings. Left hand goes on the outside of the foot, right hand to the sky. More still, you take the bind. Right arm wraps around, left arm goes under. Wherever you are, keep turning the top over to the right, so the top of the body is looking up to the ceiling. This is revolved Parsvakonasana. Then as you exhale, look down. The challenge, come up to the top without putting hands down. Nice job, everyone. Switch your legs, take the right leg back. Lower the heel down, lower the knee down. Make sure you've got a nice deep lunge here. So to do that, the right knee needs to go back. The left foot might need to go forward. Nice. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Exhale, turn to face the left, hooking the elbow over. Press the palms together. We're aiming to get them into the center of the chest. Tuck the toes under, lift the back heel off if you want to. Open up your wings if it feels good today. Only do what feels good. Hand goes behind the back if you want to go for the crazy bind. Woo. I'm wobbling. If you're wobbling, just smile. Then exhale, slowly look down, and inhale, come back up. Now taking the leg out to the side, we come into a wide leg forward fold. So hands on the hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we fold over. The hands are either coming to blocks if they don't reach the mat, or to get the hands down, we might be bending the knees, but we need the hands onto something. Then crawling the hands through slightly and taking a deep bend of the elbows. We're using the push of the hands. So the hands are pushing down into the mat and pushing the mat away from you. So it's not just down, it's down and sort of forward. Then we're looking through the back of our legs. If the head is touching the floor, then maybe just shuffle the feet in slightly. This is Pada Tanasana. Then inhale, come up onto the fingertips, look forward. And as you exhale, come all the way up. Maybe just have a little bounce in those knees. I find this sequence quite tough on the knees. Then wrap the arms behind you, clasp the hands behind the back. As you inhale, send those arms down the back, really straightening the arms, retracting the shoulder blades towards each other. As you exhale, you fold over. When the body has gone all the way over, then we lift the hands up and away from the butt. Seeing how far we can send the hands over. Really squeezing the shoulder blades together here. Try and have weight across all four parts of the foot, not just into the heels. Nice. It's looking great, everyone. Vanessa, see if you can straighten those arms a tiny bit more. Sarah, that looks lovely. Gemma, see if you can straighten the arms ever so slightly. That's it. Nice. Inhale, release the hands and slowly come up. Whew, that's a big one on the shoulders for a Saturday morning. Okay, from here, back to the top of the mat. We'll take the right foot halfway down the mat this time. Right heel is 45 degrees, left foot is parallel to the front of the mat, to the side of the mat, sorry. Make sure the feet are hip distance, have a nice stance here. Take your hand position. So you're either holding opposite elbows with opposite hands, or maybe holding onto the hands, or we're taking the reverse hands into the chest. So we've got Anjali Mudra at the back. So take your hand position. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold all the way over. See if that forehead can just touch the shin. Maybe bend the knee a little bit to do so. This looks great, everybody. Everybody now, make sure that you are sending the left hip back and wrapping the right hip around. That'll just create more of a neutral place in the hips. Nice. As you inhale, slowly come up and bring that foot back to the top of the mat. This time, we'll take the left foot halfway down the mat. Make sure your feet are positioned the way they need to be. So left foot at 45 degrees, right foot parallel to the front of the mat. Take your lovely hand position. Inhale, lift up, tuck the tail under. Exhale, fold over. See if you can get that forehead as close to the shin as you can. Really pushing the hands together if you've taken that option to send the shoulders backwards into that lovely retraction. Send the right hip back, send the left hip forward. And then inhale, slowly come up. And bring your feet back to the top of the mat. Nice, we'll take our balance. So feet together. We take the toes 1 inch apart from each other to create this lovely V shape. So we've got two options again today. You're either coming into your tree, so you're coming onto the ball of the left foot, and you're placing the left heel above the ankle. Maybe you're lifting the whole foot onto the calf. Maybe the whole foot is coming into the thigh, making sure that these hips are nice and level. So that's your tree pose, your Vrikshasana. If you wanted to try the next one on, as we did a few days ago, then you take that left foot, you bring it over onto the right, outside of the right hip, the top of the right thigh. Nice. Then we either take the hands into the center of the chest and work on sending this left hip back, or we take the left hand around the back, grab hold of the right toes. If the toes aren't available, Grab hold of the right toes with the right hand. Grab hold of the right arm with the left hand. So like grab hold of something. Try not to stick your butt out. I always do it in this pose. Try and keep the back nice and long. And then if you still want to go further, you can raise that right arm up. And you can slowly, with control, tilt forward and bend into a little forward fold. This is Adha, Baddha, Paschimottanasana. If you took the tree pose, where are your hands? So for extra challenge, you might want to lift the palms up to the sky. For more challenge, you're looking up at the fingertips. And for even more challenge, you're closing down the eyes just for a moment. And then you're lowering the hands down. That one always gets me with the balance. Okay, switching legs, take whatever option you want to. So with tree, we're taking our foot position wherever feels good. Use a wall if balance is not your friend this morning. Making sure those hips are nice and level, neutral. Hands into the center of the chest. Maybe we're taking the crazy Adha Baddha variation of tree. And maybe you're just working on that by holding on to the foot. That's great. You'll feel that on the inside thigh and the outside of the right hip. So wherever you are, take your option. Keep breathing. Maybe if you took your tree pose, now you're going for your extra challenge by raising the palms up to the sky and looking up to the top hands. Maybe you're closing down the eyes just for a moment. And then you're slowly coming back to the center, releasing the foot. Cool. Right, from here, back to the top of the mat, big toes touching. Inhale, bend the knees. Come into Utkatasana Chair. So tuck the tailbone under, really shine the chest to the sky. Exhale, fold over Uttanasana. Inhale, lift to a flat back. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, back to the mat. Tuck the toes under, push back to down dog. Right foot replaces right thumb, drop the back heel. We're coming into that Jedi warrior. Then we're shuffling the right foot over to the left. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And then we're using the spin of the hips to open us into warrior two. Taking the hands out to the side into a T. Looking over the middle finger. Deep bend of the front knee. Tucking the tailbone under, lifting the pubic bone. Then straightening that leg, take the hands up by the side of the head. Swivel the right heel out. Swivel the left heel in. And we'll take warrior two on the left. So deep bend of the left knee, looking over the left middle finger, tucking the tailbone in, sucking the belly in. Then when you're ready, slowly start to turn that right hip to face the front or the back of the mat now. Then shuffle the left foot over until you come back into warrior one on the left hand side. So shuffling the left foot, keeping it bent. We're in warrior one. Then let's go back. So shuffle left foot to the right, shuffle it over. Straighten the leg, turn to face the long side of the mat. Turn the left heel out. Turn the right heel in. Turn to face the front of the mat now. So hips are facing forward. Bend in the front knee. Shuffle the right foot over to the right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Come back to where you started in warrior one. And then exhale. We're done with the warriors. Hands come down. Right foot to the back. Lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Bend the knees, look forward. and come to sitting. So we've shown a few options, so choose whichever one works. Nice. From here, take the feet out in front of you, legs together. Flex the toes. Sit on your block if your lower back is dumping. So sitting up nice and tall, hands either side of the hips, up on the fingertips, lower the shoulders down the back. Let's try and slow the breath right down, tuning into the Ujjayi breath, the Darth Vader breath. Feel that engagement all through the legs. Maybe you're feeling it in the hips. This is such a big ask on those hips. The gaze, the yogi drishti, is just above the toes, slightly lowering the chin. Dandasana. As you inhale, raise the arms up over the head, look up. As you exhale, fold to take the hands to the feet. Take Yogi Toe Lock, first two fingers wrap around the big toes. Press the thumb into the toes. Then inhale, really put a nice arch in the lower back by lifting the chest up, sending the sit bones back. As you exhale, bend the elbows, take the chest towards the shins. Pop a bend in the knees if you need to. We want the lowest rib on the thighs. And with it being the morning, you may naturally just feel stiffer today. So if you want to take the strap, pop the strap around the ball of the foot, and then really bend the elbows to send you forward. Paschimottanasana. Inhale, come up. If you've got the toes, maybe lift the heels off the mat for a moment. And exhale, release. Roll onto the left butt cheek. Bring the right foot on the outside of the right hip, the outer hip. So, as I always say, any pain in the knee, sit on your block. If you still have any discomfort in the knee, you do the previous pose. We don't want to hurt the knees. They're so precious. And also stretch. If we stretch the stuff in the knee, it never goes back. It's not meant to stretch, basically. So pointing the toes. You might need to move the calf muscle out of the way. That's fine. Flexing the left toes. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Clasp the hands around the back of the left foot. Inhale to look up. Exhale, deep bend of the elbows sends the chest down towards the leg. Use your strap if you need to. Don't let there be an arch in your back. If you feel like you're rolling over onto the left, maybe take the left foot out a little bit wider so you've got some stability. The gaze is just over the big toe. This is Trianga Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. And then inhale, lift up. And exhale, release that leg. Switching legs now, roll onto the right butt. This is a different knee, so it may not feel good, so just be aware and make your adjustments as necessary. Inhale, raise the arm up, flex the right toes. Exhale, fold over. Clasp hold of the toes with the hands or the strap. Inhale, lift up, lift the chest, straighten the back. Exhale, fold forward. We want the gaze over the big right toe. Really use the pull of the hands on the foot to make the elbows 90 degrees. We want the elbows no lower than the little toe. Keep breathing here. And then inhale, slowly come up. Release the foot. Nice. Taking the hands behind you, so you should know by now which hand variation you like. You've either got the hands pointing out to the side of the mat or pointing back towards the butt. You can take them the other way, but I find that's way too much on the wrist. So take your hand variation now. Inhale, lift the chest to the sky, look up. As you exhale, power the hips up to the sky, zip the legs into each other, send the toes to the mat. If you can, and no neck issues, release the neck, release the head. Purvottanasana. Are we shaking? And exhale, slowly lower down. That's a big one for a Saturday morning, isn't it? Okay, taking the hands behind us, let's vinyasa. So you're either meeting me in plank and coming into down dog. So you're either coming into plank, as I've just done, or you are vinyasing. So take your option. If you're vinyasing, come with me. Lift the legs up, cross them in the air, roll over with momentum, and cross the legs in the air, come into plank. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. And then come back to sit. Nice. We'll take Janu Shirshasana. So legs out in front, right foot comes in to the left thigh. Drop the right knee out. If the right knee is really high and it feels uncomfortable, you can either pop a block there, or you can just sit on a block. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold over. Take hold of that left foot. Inhale to readjust and straighten up the back. And exhale, bend the elbows, go deeper. So really press the left calf into the mat. The gaze is over the big toe, the drishti. And really just send that chest along the body, not down. You want to go towards the toes. If you've got your strap, use the pull of the strap to keep the back nice and long. And then you bend the elbows. One more breath. And inhale, release. Exhale, we change legs. Right foot comes forward. Drop the left knee out to the side. I'll face you for this one. Really flex the right toes. Inhale, reach up, reach, reach, reach. The further you reach up, the further you'll go along. Exhale, go forward, take the hands past the foot, and then clasp them around the back of the foot. Inhale, sort your back out, lift up, stick the butt out, and then exhale, fold over the right leg, deep bend of the elbows. Use the toes pushing into the hands and the hands pulling back on those flexed toes to really send you deeper. Maybe giving a little on the inhale and going deeper on the exhale. Nice, everyone. Yeah, good job with the strap as well. And then when you're ready, deep inhale, lift up. And let the legs go back out in front. Okay, so from here, take the right foot all the way into the butt. We'll do Marichyasana A. Or is it Marichyasana C? It's one of the Marichyasana, it's no big deal. 3 fists, so take 2 fists by the foot, and then have another fist to make sure you've got 3 fists gap between the foot and the thigh. Really important. We need the gap because we've got to go somewhere. Then take the left hand on the outside and use it to sit up tall. Inhale, raise the right arm up. As you exhale, fold over. Turn the palm out to face the right. So the right palm is facing the right side. And then we wrap that arm around the outside of the shin. Then inhale, the left arm comes up and forward. We exhale, we turn the left palm to the left. We wrap around and we grab hold of it. So if you've got hold of your hand, that's great. It will look like this. Maybe you're now working on grabbing the wrist. If you've got the wrist, start to straighten the elbow. If you're using the strap, take the strap behind you and then take the front of the strap in your hand. So as you come around, you've got some strap here to grab hold of. If you've got the strap, pull tight on it to lift you up. So lots of options. And then when you're ready, on your exhale, release. Switching legs, bring the left foot up into the butt. Right hand out to the side. Inhale, raise the left arm up. As you exhale, lean forward, turn the left palm out to the side. Wrap it around the shin. Inhale, the right arm up and forward. Turn the right palm out to face the right side. And then send it around the back. Use the strap if you need to. If you've got hold of something, really sit up nice and tall and send that shoulder around the back. So the right shoulder is retracting. Keep breathing here. If you want more, you can try and lift the hands off the back and fold over. When you're ready, inhale and exhale, release. Nice, give the legs a bit of a shake. Cool. So from here, we'll do a few boats before we finish, before we do some more poses. So let's vinyasa before we boat. Let's build up some heat for it. So hands go behind you, legs out straight. Inhale, raise the legs up. Exhale, roll over, go back into plank. Lower into plank, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Come back into your seated position. Get ready for your boat. So knees into the chest, hands behind the knees. Inhale, take the arms off. And as you exhale, lift the feet up. So try not to sink into the lower back. Keep the back nice and long, looking up. Keep breathing. Are you shaking yet? And then when you're ready, take the hands behind you, straighten the legs, we'll vinyasa. So roll over, come into plank, exhale to chaturanga, inhale to up dog, exhale to down dog. Come back to seated and set up for boat number 2. Hands behind the knees. Set yourself up. Inhale, take the hands off. Exhale, lift the feet. Keep breathing. Don't hold the breath. Keep shining the chest up. Keep zipping the legs together. Then hands go behind you. Straighten the legs. Roll into your vinyasa. And meet me back on the mat, ready for the last round of boat. Phew. We're nearly there. One more. Okay, set yourself up. Taking the hands off, lifting the feet up. Maybe for this one, we want to go straight legs. Nice. Keep breathing. And exhale. Take the feet down. Curl over the legs. Take the knee to the, take the chin to the chest. Just take some breaths here. We're working hard for a Saturday. Then coming back up to seat. I'll face you for this. Take the palms of the feet, or the soles of the feet more like, together. Bring the heels in towards the pubic area, clasping the hands around the toes. Really sit up tall. So use the pull of the hands to do this. Let the knees drop out to the side, Baddha Konasana. Then deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, tilt forward. Maybe you are using the elbows just to encourage the thighs to drop some more. We're keeping the back nice and long. We're not rounding. We're sitting tall and we're just leaning forward. Where does the mind go in these postures? Hopefully back to the breath. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, take the feet out to a diagonal, so you create this diagonal shape with the legs. And then holding onto the shins, inhale, lift the chest up. As you exhale, just fold over. So the passive version here is hands just out in front of the feet, or you can clasp hold of the feet and use the pull of the hands to take the chest and the head lower towards the floor. So taking whichever variation is going to serve you today. On the exhale, see if you can lower the chest to the mat anymore. Take 2 more breaths here. On your next exhale, slowly come up. Take the feet flat to the mat, hands by your side, and lower down. So we'll just have 2 more postures before we finish. So tickling the backs of the heels with the feet, feet at hip distance, hands into the mat. Inhale, flatten the spine off. So we've got that natural curve, we want to flatten it into the back. As you exhale, lift the hips up, clasp the hands under the body, wriggle the shoulder blades together. Use the retraction of the shoulders to lift the chest more, lift the hips more. Pressing into the feet for our modified Utkatasana. Then exhaling, slowly come down. Either taking that variation again or we'll come into full wheel. So hands by the side of the head, fingertips facing back towards the shoulders. Inhale, flattening the back, zip the elbows in towards each other. As you exhale, we power up, lifting all the way up, straightening the arms, sending the chest through the hands, through the arms. This is Utkatasana. When you're ready to come down, chin into the chest. Slowly bend the elbows with control. Coming onto the shoulders, not onto your head with your lovely brain in it. And then take the right foot to the right edge of the mat. The left foot to the left. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. Close down the eyes. You made it. Day 9, Saturday as well. But you did it. You dedicated this time to your practice. And I'm sure there were some sore bodies getting on the mat today. We're kind of really getting to the point now where the muscles are going to be feeling it. But you got on your mat anyway. And for me, the biggest achievement in yoga is just getting your ass on your mat every day. So be grateful for that. Be grateful for that determination and that commitment to yourself. We're not controlling the breath anymore. We're just letting the body go into autopilot. calming down the central nervous system. And we're just letting the body take over. Bring some gentle movement back into the body now. Wiggle the toes, turning the wrists, sweeping the thumb across every finger. Raise the arms up and over the head behind you. Point the toes. Take a nice long stretch. Bring the knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around them. Give them some love. Maybe rock from side to side. Let one of the rocks take you all the way over. Make a pillow with the hands and just take this last moment. Maybe to just send out some good vibes to someone that needs it. Then slowly come back up to seated. Any comfortable position you want. Keeping the eyes closed if you can. Bringing the hands into the center of the chest. Rubbing the hands together, making some heat within the palms of your hands. Turning kinetic energy to heat. A little miracle in your hands. Place the bottom of the hand over the eyes. So we're cupping each eye with the palms. Let that heat seep into the eye sockets. Then take the palms to the center of the chest. Blink open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Namaste, yogis.
Thanks, Rhea.